me look right in this camera and talk to men real quick. You're a dad. You have made your wife a mother. Let me tell you something. You do not get to say that you going to work is you being a father. That's you being a worker. You going to work isn't you being a husband. That's you being an employee of somebody's business. You would be that if you didn't have a wife and if you didn't have kids. So stop coming home from work and making your wife and your kids feel like you going to work was you being a father and you going to work was you being a husband. Because that's not what you just did. You went to go work for wages. When you come home, you still need to be a husband. When you come home, you still need to be a father. Now, yes, you might be tired. I've been tired. Yes, you may be emotionally drained. I've been emotionally drained. Take the time that you need to reset and then give your wife some undivided attention and give your kids some undivided attention. Nobody's asking you to clock back in for 8 hours. Ain't nobody trying to be inconsiderate. But don't come home and then have your phone in your hand and can't make eye contact. Don't come home and give your wife 2 sentences about your entire day. Maybe you don't want to talk about work. Talk about your feelings. I'm just saying, ain't nobody going to be giving out no certificates and no ribbons and no crowns for you going to work. You giving that man 12 hours and giving your wife 2 minutes and want her to be appreciative? Man, stop.
And that's your pandering, right? That's your pandering, because at the end of the day, a man is going to work to provide. That's number one. Right now, he does make a point that, hey, well, you know, you would be going to work, man, even if she wasn't here. So, what are you doing, right? And once again, it's just pandering. At the end of the day, that's all that is, because you're not looking at it as a whole. Are we just going to ignore the fact that this man is busting his ass 9 times out of 10, working more hours, right? Because if more money needs to be brought into the household, guess who's going to be the first one to pick up 2 jobs? Right now, we're just like, let's just be honest here. Most of your men who are fathers, if not all of them who are fathers, they're going to give their children some time. Was working with the guy, right? And the job that we were working, man, it was very strenuous. We had to be up by 6 o'clock, had to be there by 7 o'clock, depending on the day. And you didn't leave work until 6:30, but you're working damn near 12, 13-hour days. That's Monday through Friday. And then you have on and off. You have you work one Saturday and then you're off the next Saturday. So you're on and off on weekends. That is taxing. But he had a child, right? And he was saying, man, by the time I get home, I would be drained, bro. I would get mad. He was like, but my son, because I believe his son's about like 2 years of age, he's just like, I mean, the fact that I would just come home, just come lay down, and sometimes I would brush my son off. I get it, right? He was like, I need to change that. He was like, shit, sometimes I started to feel bad, right? And it's just, once again, a guy being drained, but he's not pushing his family aside. He's trying to make money so his family can survive. But of course, we're going to have panderers who's going to sit up here and say certain stuff like this, right? And like I said, I get it, right? I get it, but you're talking about a very, 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 very small group of men, right, who don't even care for their family. But most of your men who go out and go work, I would say, actually care about their family, especially your ones who work in construction. Now, he sits here and says, well, you know what? No, I mean, you know, hey, if you don't want to talk about work, that's fine. You know, talk about your feelings. What? And where do we go from there? Right? And where do we go from there? There's always a time and place for everything. Why would I want to come home from work and talk about my feelings? But you have another guy, man, who expounds on it a little bit more.
What happens with a lot of successful people is they get so career driven, so locked in, that they don't realize how much they're neglecting their partner. And the mindset is, well, you should respect this because this is career. This makes the money. You know, I'm making moves out here. All right, then make moves by your damn self. Because it doesn't make sense. You can't expect to have a healthy, successful relationship if you're not going to at least find proper balance to pour into the needs of the partner.
It's like it's sad because we know the men, we should understand this, right? It's just sad that these 2 brothers don't. These 2 brothers right here, I guess I take that back. I wouldn't say they don't, right? But at least the first one, he really doesn't, because he's pandering. He's pandering at the end of the day. The second one, he is at least speaking in general, and I can understand it to some degree, where he's just saying, man, you're going to have to give him some time. And I get it. You're going to have to give your partner some time. But I mean, listen, you're talking about working more days than you rest. You work 5 days out of the week. If you work a strenuous job every single day, bro, There's going to be times, man, 5 days out of the week, man, I'm not even going to really want to have conversations or even talk. There might be 3 days straight where, he just kind of just been distanced. He's been busy. He's been working. And a lot of women look at that and they're kind of upset about that. And like I said, I get it. Your women are more family oriented, so they're going to want you to be at home more. But as this sister right here is about to explain, if this brother was sitting on the couch or playing the games all day, if he was always coddled up under you, you would definitely have an issue with that.
He's not here all the time with me. He's not supposed to be. Because realistically, if that man was sitting on your couch, messing with you all day, playing the game all day, not getting up, not working, now you don't want him. Now you like, go do something. Now you feel smothered. Now you feel like he ain't got nothing else better to do. Why he up under me all day? He ain't got no motion. Pick your poison. Do you want the man to work or not? Give that man grace. Yes, allow him to work and do whatever he needs to do during the week. If you know he's mainly busy during the week, give him grace. Talk to him on the weekend. Like you might, and I'm not saying, I ain't heard from you all week. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is them 2, 3, 4 hour long conversations, have those on the weekend. But during the week, it might be an hour. It might be 30 minutes. It might be, hey, just checking on you, but I see you when you get home. Give that man grace.
And if we're just being honest, if a man is literally ignoring you every single day, right, he doesn't want to have no conversation with you, you might want to look in the mirror, right? You might want to look in the mirror because a lot of times, once again, men want women that they can come home to, but mainly men want sex, silence, and a sandwich, right? Sex, silence, and a sandwich. Y'all understand it has silence in there. Not every time a man wants to be touched on and talked to every single time. It's just not going to happen, especially 3-4 days in a row during a work week. It's just not going to happen, right? A lot of times it's not going to happen. But once again, they will still make some room. I would think that is most of, if not all of your men who has families with their wives that they love, that they dearly love so much, they're going to want to talk to them wife. They're going to want to sit over here and play with the kids. A lot of times they don't have energy. Now, once again, that's what the kid, you're going to have to sacrifice a little bit more, right? You sacrifice a little bit more, but at the end of the day, still working. At the end of the day, you're still working. And a woman should still be understanding, hey, well, dad's tired right now. We can play with him a little bit later, right? Let him give him some time. He might got them freaking sleep the whole damn night and don't wake up till the next morning. Oh, well, he missed that opportunity to hang out with his child, right? A lot of times, a lot of guys will end up self-correcting that, especially if you have a good partner. She's going to be there. Hey, man, look, I know you be out here, man, working, babe. I mean, but your little boy, he ain't going to be little for much longer now. So, I mean, I get it. You definitely tired and everything. And we got to make something work. But to be the same guy that this guy is trying to try to get men to be, that's wild. But y'all do me a huge favor. Leave me a like, leave me a comment, subscribe to the channel. Y'all let me know, what do y'all think?